Let's find the Norns.
चलिए फिर
Who am I to offer him counsel? I only hoped to help the boy find his answers.
तुम्हें बैठ
But I
पकड़ के
failed.
सारा दिन मारूं मैं थे
What's my role in all this now?
ऐसे पकड़ के मारूंगा हम मार
You
दिखाता
always have been. That's why Odin imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified of you.
सारा एक्टिंग कर रहा है
It's the truth. And not just because of prophecies. No one has ever united the realms as you once
यार
did.
डिपॉजिट सारा और नहीं होता है क्या ना यार
I know you feel that way.
सीरियसली
I've lost myself.
इतने यार भी है कि औसम
But believe me, there is
बच्ची
something
ही करता
What is that?
purpose.
या तो फिर वो प्राइम मोड में फिर मैं पे मैं पे चला लेना तो फिर
So you
कमाल की
have
गल
me
है
accept my fate. Lead your armies into war. Secure your vengeance.
If securing our justice is not your purpose, then find
चलो
another.
यार चलिए तो सारा देख पा रहा है तो भी
Does it hurt?
Oh, this? Only when I worry.
बस हो गया और भी बोलेंगे
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
I'm sorry, but you'd have to ask Odin. He's got control of every path. I know how highly you esteem our expertise on such things, so I'm sure that's disappointing. He's just been one step ahead of us.
चलो चलिए फिर आया तो भी करता हूँ और टीवी दे रूम ना हो ओ मरे
Hang on! I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have this back. Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns. Shall we go?
चलो फिर
Madam Neathog? Madam Neathog, where have you been?
Neathog. I suspect we may have consequences to look forward to.
The boss is right there, sweating bricks on Main Street, and you're gonna go in his time right now? Dick.
मैं भाई बंदे बहुत की करना तो
Squirrel.
Ah, Master Kratos, my apologies. Madam Neathog's disappearance weighs heavily on my mind.
She a friend of yours?
Less a friend than another longtime tenant of the tree. She was here even before I arrived, and that was ages ago. To even think something could keep her away from her babies. Terrible, just terrible.
फिर परमिशन नहीं का मेरे चलो फिर आया जब पकड़ते फिर बैठ कार्ड हम कर लिया जाके
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Come.
Of course.
Quiet. She is a friend. Now.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
चलो चलो
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The giants, Faye herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not a problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. The raiders have made themselves quite at home.
Hold. The wolves are distracted.
ओए हट जा एक हट जा सारा शील्ड आ तो रखता है अपने पार्टी शील्ड आ नहीं रखना 160 दे यार आकर
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
Enemies to your left! Yelpa!
Fire, right side! Suspect that's all of them.
These were coal raiders. Infamous for
Eating wolves. Atreus and I rescued ours from such an encampment.
that was kind of you. The coal raiders have been a blight on this land. The way they've abused its creatures. Perhaps we should do something about it.
Perhaps.
Up to you, brother. If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up a bit late.
चलो मेरा फैसला चलो ये नहीं करना है तो चीज़
Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Sigrun.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
I should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. So loyal, wise, clever, tall.
It doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
That is all of them.
Alta lo digo, no le comentaba,
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Nords live in a well.
No. The Well of Earth.
They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them. Win minds, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days.
As I was saying, the Norns' home is called the Well of Earth. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's minds? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right, they have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found.
Wait, the wolves cannot focus.
Kratos, a raider encampment.
Shall we take care of them, brother?
चलो फिर देखिए और बताता है चलो तो वो कितने नवे बंदे
Raider on the left!
Incoming fire!
Enemies on the left!
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.
nice उठते ही फट लेगा फिर वो रहा होगा चूहे तो ना रहे
Accursed wolves.
I grow tired of your lack of empathy for your own wolves.
It's Demos, isn't it, brother?
I should not have told you of Demos.
You see yourself in these wolves, in their fear.
Let us keep moving. Was there more? Of Odin and the Norns?
No. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Do you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate. Which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerate.
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part.
Hold. I hear something large.